Gratitude, something that we all feel very naturally towards someone who's been nice to us, kind to us, and especially over a long period of time, the emotion that we have, the feeling that we have for them is special, isn't it? So, gratitude is something that's quite universal, but it's always towards someone that we share a special relationship with. Now, scientifically, it's been known and seen and proven that expressing gratitude is one of the best ways to have a content and happy life. In fact, when I did the program, The Science of Well-Being with Yale, one of the aspects, one of the practices that was discussed and in quite detail was actually gratitude. And what I found interesting was that you could express gratitude in many ways. You could meet somebody in person and tell them how grateful you were for what they have done, what they are, and what they mean to you. You could write a note, you could text, you could call. And here's the fun part, that the benefits of expressing gratitude was the same even when the person would write down a message of gratitude and never share it with anybody. The benefits were the same.
वन्देऽहं शारदां विशारदां ज्ञानदां वरदाम्.
So we know gratitude is a good habit to develop. However, we also know that we express gratitude under certain circumstances, right? But that would mean that we are happy only under certain circumstances. But we would like to be happy all the time, isn't it? Now think about it. The way we typically express gratitude is contextual. Now, if we were to develop an attitude of gratitude that stays with us longer, then think about someone like the Dalai Lama, who, despite all the challenges that he has faced, he and his people of Tibet have faced such tremendous challenges. And yet, even today, when you listen to him, you see that there is a tremendous amount of compassion that he has for the entire world. And his practice of gratitude has been daily for how many decades now? Think about it. So, this shows us two things. One is that, of course, there's tremendous benefit in developing an attitude like this, but more importantly, that it can be developed. And it is developed by repetition, by practice. It is something that we can all, over a period of time, develop that attitude. Now, the shift is that from an individual or a contextual gratitude, you're moving towards more a universal gratitude. So that brings up the next question: what is there to be grateful about? Right? Let's take a look. So, most of us are generally grateful, at least we are grateful to our parents and grateful to many people. But I would like to address the person who feels that there is nothing much to be grateful about. Why? Because I'm a self made man, right? So that'll be a good test case for us in order to address this. So I will ask this self made man one question: that you have a body. Okay. So in your early infancy, of course, it was your mother who nourished that body. But from there onwards, your Your body is basically, like the ancient rishis would say, just a rearrangement of all the food you eat. So the food you eat is kind of transformed and helps your body grow. So that food was, even let's say the self-made man makes all his food every day from scratch, cooks it up and does all that. If not, then you're grateful to the person who cooks your food. From there onwards, to those that grew and cultivated the vegetables and the grains, who took care of it, harvested it, those who transported it, made it available, and the fact that you have food on a plate in front of you every single day is definitely something to be grateful for. Uh, there are many people in the world that would give anything to have that kind of a stable source and supply of food. So it's not just the food, it's basically that you are being grateful for the fact that you have a body that is helping you fulfill all the desires that you have, right? So that's one. One level deeper will be that your body basically is a rearrangement of a lot of atoms and molecules from the rest of nature. That's basically what it is. You're born, you die, and you go back to the earth as dust or dirt, and those molecules are all recycled. Plants grow, vegetables grow, and all that whole cycle. You're all part of nature that way. So think of the body as not really separate from nature. That's one way. And the other is the air that you breathe. One of the main constituents of that air is oxygen. And oxygen is what keeps you alive. And that oxygen is maintained on this planet because all the plants that have anything green on them with chlorophyll are actually releasing oxygen. So they take in the energy of the sun, they absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, which is harmful to us, and they release oxygen, which we're breathing in every single day, every moment, right? And that oxygen actually enables you to do the things that you want to do. Basically, the output is energy. So, this is the strong interrelationship between us and all the greenery around us. This is how deeply interconnected we are. Do you know the word that is used for nature in Hindi is Prakriti, and Prakriti actually comes from, the root is Sanskrit, and the idea of the word Prakriti for the ancient rishis basically included the entire universe. So, from the point of view of the earth, we looked at gratitude. Now, let's take a little broader perspective. So, what is the connection between our life on earth and the stars so far, far away? Well, apparently, we are very deeply interconnected with them. And maybe there is a reason for us to be grateful to this vast universe, too. How, you ask? Oxygen, you will agree, is the key to our life. Take oxygen away, and there is no life as we know it. However, there is more to it. The iron in your red blood cells, or more specifically in the hemoglobin, which is a protein, in fact helps carry the oxygen from the lungs to all parts of the body. And what is the most fundamental element in every cell, in all the proteins, carbohydrates, or pretty much everything in our living body? Yes, it is carbon. And hence we are called a carbon based life form. So now you know how crucial oxygen, iron, and carbon are to our lives. And where do you think these heavier elements come from? Well, oxygen and carbon are formed in nuclear fusion reactions in the core of stars. Iron, however, is a heavier element and is formed in the explosive death of stars. In the words of Carl Sagan, We are all made of star stuff. When you have such a vast perspective, gratitude comes naturally. And then you realize that instead of cribbing, complaining, feeling resentful about the little things, you in fact start feeling incredibly blessed and grateful. Grateful for every breath that you are alive, for every cool breeze on a warm day, not only for every moment that goes according to plan, but also on the day that the unexpected thunderstorm upsets your picnic plans. And you smile and pick up that book you always wanted to read and cozy up with a hot cup of coffee or chocolate. So the next time you look at the night sky, I hope that it'll be in amazement. Amazement of the intelligence of the vast universe, at those incredible and awesome chain of events that led to you being here and now, and at the sheer odds of your being alive at this moment to look up and ask these very profound questions. Thank you.
పరం జ్యోతివే తాకు ఇక చాలను రామయ్య దాసులను బ్రోవగరావయ్య.
The enlightened person is grateful for everything. Now, everything could include what the rest of the world may see as favorable or unfavorable. Everything includes the entire universe, physical and non physical, includes the intelligence of the universe. Photosynthesis includes quantum mechanics, relativity, gravity, all of that. Now, the enlightened sages of ancient India had a name for everything, and they found it worthy of worship too. So, that is something that is a potential next video. So, do look out for it. But before that, look out for the video on the meditation on gratitude. So, do subscribe.
రామనీలమేఘ శ్యామ కోదండ రామ రఘుకులాబ్ధి సోమ పరంధామ సార్వభౌమ